someone will really ask me that, where are you today? Today, I'm in a farm. But you know one thing, I want to teach you a lot of stuff that does in the olden days. You know, in the olden days, this is our toothbrush. Yeah, it's called diarrhea. In English, we call it tooth or chewing stick. This is when every morning you wake up from your bed, this is what you need to use, and it will make your teeth clean. Your mouth will smell nice. Why? Let's go into it. In the old days, these are the things that they've been doing for a living. But you will never and ever see someone who is having mouth odor. Nah, it doesn't exist. Why? I don't know, but we will find out. Today we are going to yam farm. Let me put on my Wellington boots, and I'm putting my Wellington boots on. Oh, let me put on my clothes, my shirt, so that we will all go to the yam farm together. I hope you will really like it when we are going to the yam farm. Yeah. So this is my cap. This is my reflector and my shirt. So I'm putting on my shirt. These are the things that we've been doing in the olden days for a living. Oh, okay. So it works. I'm going to the yam farm. Here is my cutlass. Let's go into it. We are going. Walk with. Can you really guess where I am right here? I said we are going to yam farm. Many people don't know what is called yam, and they have even heard the name called yam before, but they don't know how we go to get yam. It's so amazing when you visit this farm. You will go to know that yam is one thing that we don't get it from trees. Like how many people think that yam is something that we get from tree. It is not a tree. It's different than also. But we are in a farm right here. So let's quickly go into it. We are going to the farm. Just join me. Go in there. Subscribe to the channel, please. I'm urging you. Subscribe to the channel. Please, I'm urging you. Subscribe to the channel, because that's the only thing that helps us to grow, and it motivates me to do more. Subscribe and like it. And be part of the Hudson family. Be blessed. Hey. Someone will really ask me that, where are you now? Yes, it is a very good question for you to ask me that. I'm in Bono region, to be specific, Nkyeraa, the town that has many things. Something like maize, mango, cashew, cocoa. What else? Timber. And this town is an amazing town ever. And you know that they are type of people who they welcome everyone. Oh my God, it's so lovely. Visit this town. You know, if you are an investor and you want to invest in a very big, huge, nice, attractive place, go into this town and invest in there. You're going to get many things out of that place. It's so amazing that the place is glowing and it is very huge. Oh, you know one thing? We are going to yam farm, but I want to ask you one question. Have you ever visited yam farm before? Here in Nkyeraa, one thing I've realized from them is that they produce a lot of food when it comes to agriculture products. They produce a lot. They give us a lot of raw materials. I think they are the people who is helping for the Ghana economy growing. You know, I know Ghana, we own a lot of things, but now we have lost many of the things because it had to many people. But you know that the one thing that we can never sell it outside there is our agriculture. Oh, god damn it. Our agriculture is very big thing that we need to go in there for. So let's go into the yam farm and enjoy ourselves together. Be blessed. The name is Motion. Stick and stay with me. Boom. One thing I have realized is that if you are in a yam farm, what will makes you really know that you are in the yam farm is the smell of the yam. Someone will really ask me that, how can you know that this is yam sleep? You know, I've realized that in this place called Nkyeraa, that's the Bono region, this place, they produce a lot. And it's one thing that I can never forget is that if you want to buy huge amount of yam or huge product of agricultural materials or food itself, just visit the town. You know, the farm that I'm in now is huge. According to the farmer and his investigation that I made, what he told me is that the yam is, that was 10,000 pieces of yam on this land. Wow, 10,000 pieces. I asked him one question, that how much did one of the yam sell? He said they don't sell it one, no. He said it in a counting of numbers. 100 it sells in amount, 50 it sells in amount, but you cannot sell it one. You know, I once visit the town and I got to know that they are having some kind of difficulties when it comes to selling their goods. So they are calling you out there, come into Nkyeraa purposely to come and buy food. You will get it in a cheap amount. In the olden days, we know that farming is not a good thing, but you know, now the biggest investors are farmers across the whole world. They are making huge money. Now, watch this. So if you come in here, what I would like for you to understand is that you can come in here and come and buy yam. You buy the yam, you take it out there. Wait. Hey. Cheap amount. I don't really know what you think of, but the yam that we have in here sells in a cheap amount. I remember when I was a kid, there is one thing that I find it difficult to do when they told me to do, or they tell me to do, is that when someone tell me, or my mom tell me, my father tell me to go to farm, I always like to run away, because you know, when you go into schools or when you go into our schools, what they will use to punish you is to go and read. So I see farm to be something that is the hardest work ever. But I never knew that farming is the one of the work that it generates great money. You know, I asked this farmer that, farmer, how much do you get when you sell 100 pieces of yam? How much do you get? He says the least amount that he can get is 3,000 Ghana cedis. Sometimes it depends on how big the yam is. If you get the biggest one, you can even sell it 50,000 Ghana cedis. And it is so crazy. You know, there are teachers out there, there are government workers out there that they don't get this money every month. But this person is having 10,000 pieces of yam on this land. So if this person were able to sell all this yam, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000 times 10,000, 30,000 times 30,000 times 100 pieces of yam, and just calculate it, you will get you will see the amount of money that he is going to get every year. Farmers are the biggest investors, and they are the people who take risk, a big risk, because what I've got to realize is that there are no investors that invest in them, and they are the people who invest in their own business. So if no one gets in there to help, they don't get help from any place. I remember one thing. In the olden days, when you get to the farm and you get to know that you have missed your way, you do something like this. Woo! Do this. You know, nobody respond. But if I do for the second one, woo! If someone responds, it means the person is closer to the territory. Then you have not missed yet. But you see, you hear someone respond, it means I've not missed my way. Oh, that's great. So that's one thing I can tell you about farming. Farming is a good job. Just invest in farming. Stop having a schooling mentality. I'm not saying don't go to school. Go to school, all right? But don't focus on one work. That's why we are suffering nowadays. If you don't focus on one work, you are good to go. You can get an income from different angles, and it will help. I am a farmer. I always know what my people need. Every farmer think of what people will eat, not what he or she will eat. You know, in our culture, there are one thing that we got to know, or we have been told, when yam is okay for you to eat. See something from it. So if you are in a farm, there are one thing that you need to know that helps you to know that this yam is okay for you to uproot. You see, this is the sign that shows you that the yam is okay for you to what? Uproot. It's so amazing. You know one thing? If this thing tends to be big, this is called Baire Ember. That is how it shows you to make your yam. Now, the second thing that you need to know is that, and one thing I know is that, here is a place that will show you that the yam is okay for you to uproot. Many people know that we get yam from on top of tree. It's not like that. Yam is in here, and it's so amazing that the only place that you can find a quality yam, a yam that is so quality, is Nkyeraa. That is the Bono region. That's the only place you can find yam in a huge quantity for you to buy, sell, eat some, and also sell some to others. If you don't have a work to do, get a work here. Your work is to come in here, buy and go and sell to others. You will make more money from that. See me here. You see, I don't need to open it for now because we are going to where they are harvesting it. For our next video, I will show you how they do harvest yam. Yeah, it's so awesome. And if you see how they do harvest, it will make you think a lot. Yam is something that you need to enjoy some, because you always enjoy it, but you don't know how it is being done. Okay, so this is called the mounds. That is in coffee. Someone will ask, or someone will say that why is that yam always look like this? Yeah, you know, we purposely go into the bush, then we cut trees and put the yam on it. So you can see it from here that there is a tree in there. Yeah, there is a tree in there. That's what the farmers told me about, because it makes the yam feel okay so that it can what? Bloom better. That's one of the questions that you ask. I've answered it for you. Yeah. If not that tree, it can never grow better. Yeah. That's one thing how yam also works. Farmers are very important. And I think the government need to pay attention to the farmers and the agricultures. Yeah. Because in this farm that I'm in now, I have walk and walk and walk and walk. I'm tired because it is farmers. Yeah. Overthinking. The last word for you guys is to tell you that we have different types of yam according to the farmers. What they told me, we have different types of yams, and we will go into the market to know that different type of yam that we are talking about and how does these yams look like. We have different types of yams. Food is something that we can never go away without it. We can never live without food. We can never move without food. Food and water works together. So that is why many people will say food over women. I'm tired. I want someone who can carry me out from this place, and because I'm tired. Yes, I cannot walk by my own to where I need to go. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Just do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and also put me on like, comment under this video, let me know your thoughts, your views, your ideas about this video. Yeah. I love you and you love me too. Be blessed.